and welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is your favorite freelance segment, AM Live of the Rolling Camera, and my name is Abdul Fattah Mohammed. So glad you could join us this evening as we take a look at some of the top stories we have been covering for you here on TRC Africa. But first on our program, Gusto and Greetings. Today we are discussing youth and politics, giving a view of what they think in terms of everything that is happening around, from the rise of youthful leaders into the politics to the upsurge of new political movements. Remember, you can be part of the discussion. Our hashtag remains at Abdul Fattah Mohammed at TRC Africa, and our direct SMS line is 0788877703. Our guest today is youthful, indeed the youngest to declare interest in contesting for membership of parliament. I'm sure this is the first time he appears with us here on TRC Africa, and that is Honorable Abdurrahman Adan, now aspiring for Mandera West Member of Parliament. And thank you so much, Mweshimiwa, for making time for us, and welcome to TRC Africa.
Thank you, Fatah. It is great to be with you here today. Looking forward to having a great show with you. Thank you very much.
This is your first time here on TRC Africa, and for purpose of clarity and for the sake of your viewers watching here, can you please tell us much about yourself?
I am Abdurrahman Abdi Adan. I was born and raised in Takaba, that is Mandera West constituency. I went to Takaba Primary School. That is where I started my primary education. Later on, I joined Sheikh Ali High School. After my high school education, I came to the city to hustle and to pursue my higher education. I did international relations and diplomacy. Currently, I'm pursuing development studies, majoring in economic development. I'm
sure Mandera West residents are watching you here today. Could you please tell us the main themes of your manifestos?
My manifestos are as obvious. I will prioritize the issue of water shortage in Mandera West. Whatever it will cost me, the issue of water shortage will be done and dusted. On the issue of food security, our people in Mandera West are poor. And nowadays, there is no food supply, there is no relief food that is given to the people of Mandera West, or even Mandera in general. For my case here, considering the drought and the climate change that is affecting the people, I will go out of the way to go to even abroad and look for the donors, and we will go and work with the United Nations, or even those who will come to supply relief foods or whatever it is possible. You know, we can work with the investors from other countries to come and invest in farms and tourism in Mandera West. On education, what we know as a pastoralist, it is very hard to encourage people, our young children, to go to school. But for this case, we will work with the Ministry of Education to develop education sector in Mandera West. Those who are in rural areas or in arid areas, those who are herders in other places, we will do whichever means possible to go and talk to the people. We educate our people on the importance of education. The children in Mandera West are our future. They are the future leaders of this great constituency, or even the county at large. We will encourage them. We will do whatever it takes to take them to school. We will introduce a girl child care in Mandera West, where we will work with non-governmental organizations who will be providing sanitary pads and girl child education, girl child empowerment, and girl child care, where there will be no rape cases, there will be no early marriage affecting our people. So we will boost our girl child in Mandera West, or even in Mandera in general. We will work with those NGOs to provide necessary education to our girl child, that they can become the leaders of tomorrow. They can be the pilots, the doctors, or whatever they want to be. On the issue of infrastructure, the main problem we have in Mandera West is there is no tarmac road in Mandera West, even 100 meter totally. For the infrastructure, my administration will be doing whatever possible, which we will use whichever available means to bring. We will work with Kenha, Kura, and those authorities concerned to bring the tarmac road in Mandera West. Another issue is once I am elected, I will not forget my people in Mandera West. I want to come up with an idea of creating a small parliament within Mandera West where everybody, all people are represented, whether youth, people with disability, the ulamas, the sheikhs, the students, any ladies and gentlemen, the youth, everybody is represented, where people discuss the problems facing our constituency while it is fresh. And they will elect the officials who will be in direct contact with me. If today, whatever happens in Mandera West, that same day, I will be knowing directly. So whatever is facing the people of Mandera West will be communicated to this official, and they will be working hand in hand with me. And whenever I come, they will be informing me, they will be briefing me what happened, those who are in problem, all the necessary requirements needed to move Mandera West to the better position.
Well, Mheshimiwa, I think about 10 months to the next general election, and we have witnessed quite a good number of youth leaders in declaring interest in political positions, and several new political movements and political parties being formed. The last one being the United Democratic Movement, that's UDM. We shall come back to this, but first on matters negotiated democracy, which has so far become the headline almost everywhere. And I would wish to first take down your view on this negotiated democracy.
On negotiated democracy, obviously it has both negative and positive side. So on the positive side, the parties concerned, who are the majority clan in Mandera County, gets a fair share. Every sub-clans, whether small, whether big, is considered. On the other hand, the minority clans in Mandera County are given few or zero chance at all. I think it also interferes with the democracy of the nation because it limits those who are not endorsed to give up at early stage or whatever of that sort. Those who are not endorsed will not be in the ballot. Negotiated democracy limits the democratic freedom of the people. So once we select few people, what happens to others? You know? Okay, as far as it has the positive side, we have to talk of the negative sides too. Yeah. So once others are picked, the rest will be demoralized. Then the other advantage is once you are endorsed or you are backed by the sub-clans, by your sub-clan, it is very easy for you. It will be cost saving and it will be time saving because you just need few coins to run your political campaigns.
For purpose of clarity, are you yourself, I'm asking you personally, are you buying these negotiated democracy issues or you are not?
No, I don't think.
So if that way then, Mheshimiwa, why do most of the aspirants there do prefer seeking for the negotiated democracy?
This is politics and everybody considers his own interest. Firstly, if you are endorsed by your sub-clan, that means once you are supported by your close families, it will be easy because they will be fundraising for you, they will be supporting you, and you don't need that much time or that expensive campaign to go and face the people. It will be a bit cheaper once you are endorsed, and there will be no competitor. Like once you are endorsed, the rest will be outsmarted by your sub-clan or the clan at large. People will be working together to endorse or to support this guy until he comes to the government.
Coming back to the political movement we have just mentioned, there is UPIA, I'm not sure how popular it is in Mandera County, and UDM, chaired by the current Mandera County governor. We have already seen most of the serving MPs and members of county assembly already seeking re-elections under these United Democratic Movements, which I can say it's their choice. But the question that begs for an answer here is, who do you think the governor might back as his successor the coming general election?
I've seen in the recent weeks, the governor said he is the kingpin of Mandera politics, and he has a bigger say in Mandera County politics. Then there is a speculation, I'm not sure, that's just a speculation that is in the air and that is in public domain, that the governor wants to endorse the current speaker as his successor so that they run the county just like maybe he has a good opinion or maybe he has a good intention of continuing his legacy.
Well, Mheshimiwa, on our direct SMS line here, there is a message from someone by the name Mohammed Takaba, and I quote, given that the current governor's second term is coming to expire, and some sources close to him suggesting that the governor might be grooming up for another electoral position, although we have not seen him publicly saying so, if that is true, which position then? And if not true, what could be the essence of forming a new political party at such a moment? And end of quote. Mheshimiwa, maybe you can give your view about that. Yesterday, we have just seen him on Sunday. I think it was on Sunday. The party is being launched. So that is the question I wanted to ask, but Mohammed here is asking. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. Which position do you think the governor might be grooming up for?
The governor gave, I just saw it on Nation, that he gave some clue that will be in Mandela politics come 2022. He has not clearly said whether it will be senator or MP or MCA for that case, but he clearly said he will be. He said people are pressurizing him to be in the government come 2022. But I think most probably he will be vying for a senatorial position. Though not sure, we'll wait. We'll wait until he comes to the public and declare his interest. But I don't think people were speculating that we'll be running for Mandera East MP, the senator. God knows, might run even for an MCA, but I don't think. Let me just say he will be running for senatorial position. Yeah.
And I can remember the governor was the first to go against clan endorsement, the last general election that saw him sworn in for the second term in office. And we've seen him speak to KTN News, I think about 2-3 weeks ago, discussing challenges he has faced in his first term in office. Do you think if he has properly utilized the billions allocated for the county?
No, I don't think, because things are almost the same as the way it was when he became the governor. That was in 2013. People in the western part, the likes of Banisa, Dandu, Mandera West, people are still lacking adequate water supply. There is no tarmac road. Considering the figure or the amount allocated to the county, that is almost 100 billion. I don't think if he has well utilized the funds given to him, because things are almost the way it was when he first became the governor. And okay, I can say he has changed a little bit about the health sector, because in Mandera level 5 hospital there are a few technologies introduced, and yeah, on the sector of health, I can rate him at least 6 out of 10. But in terms of infrastructure and town development, nothing so far. Put in mind, it's almost 100 billion that is allocated to the government, to Mandera County government, since the devolved government was introduced in 2013. So I don't support. To me, it's no.
What message do you have for Mandera West residents?
To my lovely people of Mandera West, I love you wherever you are, and I wish this clip reaches where you are and you listen to me. Actually, I've talked about, briefly, I've touched something on my manifestos. I believe whatever you will bring forward, I will work on it. We will work together as one people, as a fresh mind who has been with you from when I was born. I clearly know the problem that we are facing. I feel the problem that we are facing, and it is time for us to change the narrative of Mandera West politics. It is time for youth to lead. It is our time. Someone who understands our problem, someone who can go and make laws, the laws that will favor our people in Mandera West, the law that will favor the pastoralists, the law that will favor the people living in arid and semi-arid, the law that will favor mainly the people of Mandera West. I am here. I am asking for your hands. I am asking for your support, whichever means possible, irrespective of my age, irrespective of my clan or my sub-clan. I want you guys to push me to this position until we make together. voting Abdurrahman, supporting Abdurrahman means supporting Mandera West. Supporting me means supporting the jobless youth in Mandera West. Supporting me means supporting the elders in Mandera West. Fight this cause with me. Let us make Mandera West constituency bigger than we assume it is. Thank you very much. Please support me.